pushing for the line. Milan holding off Bauhaus. Milan for the line. Milan just about taking the win. Jonathan Milan at the last possible gasp of that race. Lidl Trek celebrate a colossal chase.
Stage 5, in theory, another opportunity for the sprinters. 178 quite testing kilometres from Genoa over 2 categorised climbs to Lucca. Sun shining in the port of Genoa as the riders signed on. Tadej Pogacar, this time clad all in pink with pink shorts to end that controversy. And when the flag dropped, the attacks started. Eventually, a 4-rider breakaway got clear, but not by much, including Cofidis' Simon Geschke and Lewis Askey of Groupama FDJ. But a combination of Lidl Trek and Soudal Quickstep kept them on a very tight leash indeed. Although the gap was fluctuating, it never got much above a minute at all, and it was hard work at the front of the bunch and hard work for those riders controlling it. Alpecin de Koning then moved to the front as they approached the first categorised climb of the day, the Passo de Bracco. On that climb then, a number of the heavier sprinters, including Tim Merlier and Fabio Jakobsen, were put into difficulties as Alpecin de Koning drilled it on the front on the long, shallow climb. They got to the top and Simon Geschke picked up maximum points, 9 points for a Category 3 climb from Cofidis. But on the descent, the 4 riders from the first breakaway of the day were caught by Alpecin de Koning, who kept the pressure up. When they hit the roads that flattened out, they stalled a bit, heading to the first bonus sprint at Ceparana. And it was a battle between Caden Groves and Jonathan Milan, and it went the way of Alpecin de Koning's Caden Groves. Olaf Koy picking up second place at that sprint at the Maglio Ciclamino, having to settle for third. That was the moment when a second break of the day with 74 kilometres to go went clear. Polticometa's Andrea Petrobon picked up maximum points at the Intergiro at Luni. And then there was a sprint for the minor placings that once again went the way of Caden Groves, with Jonathan Milan boxed out of the major places and down to just 1 point. They were heading then to the final bonus sprint in Camaiore and started to pick up a tailwind with a minute's advantage. Benjamin Thomas leading the group of 4 riders, working well together through the final sprint of the day. Then a crash involving a heavy fall for Tobias Foss of the Ineos Grenadiers, and a chase which was disorganised to say the least. The Montemagno climb was the last obstacle on the run-in to Lucca. They picked up a tailwind, and a 50-second advantage became a 40-second advantage, but no less than that. With 3k to go, they still had 20 seconds in the bank, and then in the final kilometre they had enough time to start attacking one another.
Thomas, but what a move from Pietrobon. It's a long, long way out. Valgren hesitates. Paleni, Thomas, and he's gone. He's gone. The man from Polticometa has launched a big, big raid a long way out, and he might be very difficult to catch. They were all looking at one another. Paleni then trying to bring him back, and are they just pegging Pietrobon back? The bunch are nowhere to be seen at the moment. They're out of sight. It's going to be one of these 4 riders, I think. Pietrobon beginning to tie up. Valgren and Thomas, watch out for his speed. They're coming in. Paleni with Valgren on his wheel. Thomas still there. Pietrobon, they're closing on him, but they're stalling. Paleni can't do anymore. Valgren sprints. Pietrobon. Valgren trying to go after the Italian. It's going to be close. Pietrobon is tying up. Here comes Thomas. Valgren and Thomas come to the fore, and Benjamin Thomas wins stage 5, and it could hardly have been closer.
A brilliant victory for Benjamin Thomas, his first at a Grand Tour, his first ever World Tour stage, ahead of Michael Valgren, Pietrobon and Paleni. An uneventful day in the general classification, the top 10 much the same, and Jonathan Milan, despite his frustrations, extends his lead in the Maglio Ciclamino. No change either in the major placings in the King of the Mountains competition or in the white jersey competition, where Kian Uterbrooks still holds the lead.